Right, let's see. Ah, there we are. I think that's working. Marvellous. Evening all. Hopefully we're live and kicking. If we are, as per usual, please give us a thumbs up under the video. I know it's working, or type something in the comments down below. And then I know everything's plugged into the correct holes, etc, etc. Let's see. Evening Paul, Peter, David. Excellent. We're getting some thumbs, that's good. Marvellous. Rightio. So I had a bit of a busy, crazy week really, one thing or another this last week. And a busy weekend programming. Evening Joe. So I've done quite a few changes to the website. Some of them subtle that you won't hardly notice, and some of them a bit not so subtle. Evening Elaine and Roger, presumably. So let's get the website screen up for a minute. We'll have a quick look at that, and then we'll look at some pictures. So, finishing tonight, even Julian, is a whole load of spares, about nearly getting to 200 lots of spares and a load of coins. There's another about 100 lots of spares to list probably. It's all kind of getting a bit out of hand with spares. So what I've done is a job that's wanted doing for a while. If you go onto the coin op spares page, it's now broken up into sensible kind of chunks. So that should make it a bit easier to find stuff. i.e. Allwins, Aristocrat, Odd Bandit bits, Jennings bits, Jubilee bits, Locks, Mills bits, Utiscope bits, other random bits, etc, etc. So hopefully that makes it a bit easier to find stuff when you're looking for bits. Don't forget you can post wanted adverts if you're wanting some bits. And right at the bottom is history of what we sold stuff for in the past, which is probably not of much help for parts. The coins page works the same way as well, because it pulls the same kind of information basically. So again, it's just split up into the different coins now, so it makes it, not that we have so many coins to sale at a time, but if we had a load in, it saves, you know, scanning through them all like that. Now the other thing I've done, back on the home page, on the database build bit, you'll notice you've got a new icon when you're signed in, or if you're not signed in, on the top row. It looks like a little museum-y type thing. There's a little third icon along. So this now goes to revamped latest archive, latest images pages. So I made it a bit smaller so we can get more on the page. So this shows a continuous rolling month of new stuff added to the website. Evening Peter and evening Chris. So all the archive images, and as usual, just click them and they go through to the relevant page of the website. Images, so these are images other than items for sale, which obviously have the images anyway. These are sort of extra images, if you like, where we've created a new page usually on the website. And then in due course, there'll be more pages here, which will be for like the arcade pictures, fairground pictures, pier pictures, all that kind of stuff, location pictures. Somewhere trying to kind of track them and figure out what's where and when and why and all that kind of jazz. So they'll go in here as well as extra pages. And I'll also do a page of new information pages added to the website. If you just look at this little stats box, in the past month I've added 162 new pages and updated 195 others. So that's where, like, if we've added pages in for these, we can look at in a minute, Alca machines, Mayfield machines, and all the Crompton's machines, and all the Nixon stuff we added in last week and all that. So it's just an easy way to see, you know, if you don't visit the website as frequently as some people do, you have to just check in and see what's happened since you were here last. So that's all that. There's been a lot of work to get all that to work properly, but hopefully, fingers crossed, it all is. And then the other thing I've done, which you should have got a message about, is an affiliate scheme or associate scheme, whatever you want to call it, which is this other little icon at the top, which is in blue at the moment, just so you can spot it. So obviously this is my sample account to show you, but you will all have your own unique page as long as you're signed into the website, and a unique link. If you've got blogs or you use Facebook, Twitter, anywhere we can post stuff, discussion forum things, group things, there's all sorts of things all over the net. I know different people are interested in different stuff. If you post a link there to the website, if people follow it and then join up as a trader member, we'll pay you £5 for everybody you sign up, once they upgrade to a trader. Then every month they renew, £1 per month per person. So if you sign somebody up, you get a £5 straight away, and assuming they carry on being a member, for as long as they're a member, you get an extra £1 a month. So you can see over time that could build up for quite a useful little bit of money. There's no minimum, no maximum you can earn, and it's real money, as it were. You don't, it's not like a voucher like you get with some other website things, so you don't have to spend it with us. You can do if you like, it just gets added onto your account, so you can knock it off if you're buying something. You could pay your membership with it, or you can withdraw it to your bank account and spend it down the pub. Entirely up to you. So it's very, very simple. Details are on there. If you get stuck, obviously contact me. So yeah, I've had a good few days of programming, lots and lots of stuff. So that's where we're up to, all of that lot. Anything else I've done? I'm thinking a few little tweaks here and there on layouts. So on the cup of tea pages, the latest photos, etc., have now moved because they're now on the, whatever you want to call that page, the kind of the database information type page. The new event, March 13th. I'll hopefully try and book the venue tomorrow and completely firm it up, because everybody said they were busy on the 6th. I think I had about a dozen or more people say they couldn't do the 6th of March. And I think there was only one person who said they could, funnily enough. But out of everybody that lot I asked who replied in the meantime, they've all said they could do the 13th. So it seemed like a much better day. So we'll go for that. And I'll put all the details on this page once it's properly booked. The idea of that is for people to come along, bring something interesting to look at. Might be a machine or a bit of fairground art, or it might be some photographs of stuff you've got in your collection, posters, anything really, that you think everybody else would find interesting. We can have a nice room in the pub to ourselves. It's got access straight off the car park, level access in, so if you were going to bring something chunky, it's easy to get in. And obviously being a pub, we can all have a drink or two at lunch. There's a hotel on the same site if you're really keen and you're coming from some distance. So yeah, it should be fun. So that's that. Right, let's rattle through that lot, I think, as quickly as I could do. So pictures, I asked last week for info on Alca Electronics and Mayfield Electronics as two companies who seem to be pretty big in their era, sort of 60s, 70s, up to about 80s, but in the case of Alca. But now kind of almost forgotten about, unknown. Most of the machines kind of forgotten about, unknown. So I thought, right, let's try and see how many we can find. Alca's been a bit easier than Mayfield's, but it's really sketchy. There's hardly any information to be had, very few images. So we've done our best of what we can find. Hopefully it might jog some people's memories, and they might have a few more knocking about. And we'll see what else we can find. So there we are. So first up is, I've hopefully got these in alphabetical order. They all come out in a funny order the other night. Let me just get a better screen my end, because the screen you're seeing, because I've got so many screens open on my screen, is very small. I can't see the details in the photographs really. It's just to make sure it, oops, is actually coming out of the other end of YouTube. Right, there we go. I can see what I'm doing now. He says, trying to get the right picture up. Right, so this is Alca Attack, a shooting game, massive thing, where you sat on that kind of seat sticking out the front of the machine. I don't think you can see very well in the photograph, and then held onto the machine gun, and the whole thing moved with you on it, apparently. It seems like a bit of a nutty sort of game. Yeah. Now, apparently there's one, at least one in America. I don't know of any here. If anybody knows of any here in the UK. It sounds like quite a good fun game. I don't remember it. So we reckon that one is, what year was that? Did we discover? He says. Guess we try to jiggle screens in the background here. Alca. Oh, I haven't got a year for that one. Ah, there you go after all that. There we are. So here's pictures somebody sent. Who sent which pictures tonight? Sorry, you'll have to shout if you sent them. This is one in America. Because he had a bit of a hard life by the looks of things. You can see the seat here. No, this is always back to front, so it's there. The seat bit sticking out. It's a bit battered. But you can kind of get the idea of it. That's obviously a bit of a close-up of the interior. Not sure what you're shooting. Tanks, I think. So yeah, a bit of a big chunky game. So taking up half an arcade. So a couple more images. This is this one in the States. So I'm sorry, they're not brilliant photographs, but they're the best we've got at the moment. You can see here there's kind of, on the left hand side of the top flash there, there's scoring wheels like in a pinball machine type thing to score your hits, presumably. Do the better copy of the flyer, which is a really low resolution. Suspense, action, live sound, reality in colour, exploding excitement. What more could you want? Can't quite make out the rest of the text because it's a bit fuzzy, to put it mildly. But there we are. Anybody remember one of those? Anybody got one? Anybody got a garage big enough to get one in? Alca Attack. Next up, this one is Joe's, who's on. Hello, Joe. Yep. A Battleground. Alca Battleground. Do we know what year that is? No, don't know what year that is either. Video, early video. 2-player with 2 joysticks. To play as you would move a tracked vehicle like a tank, 1 forward, 1 back to turn, and so on. So yeah, there we are, Battleground. So we know there's one of those. Next up we've got, this is the back of the fly, hang on a minute. It's coming through in the wrong order again. Did that the other night, I don't know why, it's a bit annoying. There you go. Flying Circus. So I'll read the back while you're looking at that. Controlled by a climb dive joystick located on the fascia panel. The plane flies through hoops that are dotted about the play area. Successful negotiation of the hoops is indicated by the sounding of a hooter. Miss the hoops and the plane loops the loop. All scores are registered on a clock situated on a control panel, and at the score of 100 the player gets one free game. 3D playfield setting, attractively styled cabinet, realistic audio effects, easy servicing with sectional plug-in modules. 5'11" high, 2'7" deep, 2'8" wide. There you go, Flying Circus. The game requiring genuine flying skill, apparently. Okie dokie. Next one we've got, this is, again, these are coming through the wrong order. So this is, Paul's got this. This is all he's got of an Alca Lucky 10 pusher. Top flash panel. And there you go. Well, it's not top flash, actually, it's the back flash. So there's what it should look like. Quite a dinky little thing. This seems to be an American flyer, as it says it's available on 25-cent and 10-cent play. Lucky 10, Europe's most successful pusher group game, is now available in America. There you go. Lucky 10. Quite a dinky little pusher. And then we've got Missile. Alca Missile. Don't know what it is. Another kind of aiming type game, some description by the looks of it. I guess they're all these games of that era with kind of a similar idea, I suppose. Just sort of pre-video game. So I don't know where that one is, which is a picture somebody found and sent. But it looks like a relatively recent picture, if you know what I mean. So I think it exists somewhere. Then next up, this is Alca made a few fruit machines. There were also agents as well, so it gets a bit confusing. Some of the adverts, they're advertising Ace machines and things. So it's just to know what they made and what they were just agents for. This one does say it's the new Alca Club machine. So I suspect they probably did make this one. Paul says, just remember, Alca also made a 4-level shelf pusher called Pulsar. Make a note of that. I also found reference to Lucky Dice in one of the coin slots. I don't know what Lucky Dice was. Could just be a fruit machine, or could be something more interesting. Alca Pulsar. Pulsar, a 4-level shelf pusher. I'll add it onto the Alca page and hopefully somebody can track down an image of it. And then we've got a few of Alca ping pong, which seems to be, as far as we can make it, a 1973 copy of the Atari ping pong, which came out in '72. Was just all the rage, took the arcades by storm. It was kind of the first widespread video game. So ping pong, another image there. Why does that come out in the right order? I haven't going to miss any. There's a flyer for it. What does it say on there? Anything interesting? The new 2-player TV game from Alca. Score adjustable. Oh, solid state circuitry, no less. Score adjustable from 11 to 15 points. Attracts players of all ages, and the excitement commands constant repeat playing. 24.5 inches wide, 24.5 inches deep, 64 inches high. I think this one is Joe's ping pong. Again, it's a surviving machine, which is good. Just refresh my screen here, 'cause I don't know. I added a couple of adverts and I'm not sure they're showing. I'll have to fiddle with that in a minute. They don't appear. The Alca ping pong, there we are. The next one, yeah, it's missing a few. I'll fiddle with this in a minute. See if I can get these other images to come up. TV pontoon. TV pontoon. This is 76, I think. Seems to be very early video gaming machine, card-based gaming machine, as opposed to a video, game. So it's quite interesting. Well, I know where they'll come out, but I don't think I'll put them in there. Might not have added them to that folder. That might be where we are. Okay, I think I know why these other images weren't showing up. I'll sort that in a minute. Yeah, TV pontoon. Sky Gunner. It says, first ping pong I saw was on York Station. People queued to play it. Yeah, I remember talking to a couple of operators. When they first come out, they were just crazy. People, yeah, queuing. They were opening the arcades longer at night. Same with a few years later with Space Invaders. People just went mad for them. Oh dear, excuse me. Shouldn't try and drink tea and talk at the same time. Yeah, Sky Gunner. What do we know about that? Anything much? Sky Gunner, not a lot. It's been another variation. I don't know if it's a bigger version of missile, perhaps. Got the same kind of images on it. These sort of jet fighter type things. But a sit-down one again. So whether that is sort of a sit-down version of missile, perhaps, I'm not sure. And then these, no, who sent me these? Can't remember, sorry. Whoever it was, one of you's on. A couple of conversions for ping pong to update it a bit later on. So we've got sports arena, tennis and football, and one player squash. And telesport, football, solo squash and tennis. So is that the same three games, just a different name? I think it is, isn't it? Tennis, football and one player squash, yeah. Football, tennis and solo squash. There you go. So same three games, two different screen surrounds, bezels, whatever you want to call them, to update your ping pong. And make it a bit more exciting. So I don't know if they're official, I don't think we've worked out yet if they're official conversions put out by Alca or by a third party company. Quite interesting. And Alca the Striker. 79, I think this one is. Which apparently needed a very jazzy jacket and some nice flares to play. A very low resolution image again, but better than nothing. So I don't know much about it. A super profitable arcade machine. So I imagine you whack the thing down like a fairground striker and try and score something. I don't know if it pays out or not, or if it's just a skill game. Not sure. So that's that one. This is just another Tinky image, Brenco. So it's not really due tonight, but yeah. So on the left here we've got a Tinky in an arcade in the Isle of Wight. So there we are. A very obscure machine. Mayfield then. This is Mayfield electronic dice, which is a pretty incredible machine, really. I can't find much images of it, but I've got the patent for it, which is interesting, which I'll get around to uploading. I need to do a tweak to the website to be able to upload, and then so you can download PDF files, then you'll be able to read the full patent then. But it's a massive game, 16 player game I think this is, 4 each side, great big square thing. With a huge dice cage in the middle, yay big dice in it. The cage rotated, the dice just genuinely randomly fell down, and the machine detected what the dice were showing, and you bet on the dice. Very cleverly done, with really ahead of its time really. This is 66. And basically the dice themselves had rechargeable batteries in them. Recharging like now, like you recharge, you can wirelessly charge a mobile phone or whatever. Same kind of technology. And the machine read the dice by radio, essentially. So it knew which way up the dice were. Amazingly clever, must have cost an absolute fortune. I don't think many were built, I suspect. But what a thing. Don't think any survive, sadly. But yeah, there's a clip somewhere on YouTube of it working. Colour image again, very resolution, very low res, sadly, but probably about all there's going to be. But yeah, amazing machine. Another one we all want. Moby Dick, this is a Mayfield machine. Let me move on to Mayfield, so I'll give you some dates on some of these. Mayfield. So yeah, the dice was 1966. Moby Dick, I haven't got a date for. But they also made one called Seashores, apparently, which was basically the same but had a seahorse on instead of a whale. Now this is a little clip out of a video you can find on YouTube. One of British Package News, is it, I think? Now the goalie, the big machine, is Nixon machine we were talking about last week. Underneath the top flash in the background, you can see Penny Lane's, Mayfield Penny Lane's pusher, which was basically similar to the Crompton's cakewalk pusher, so you had lanes of coins. Going backwards and forwards, as it were. And then just above my head here, behind me, if I get out of the way, I only noticed I looked at this image again. Hang on a minute, let me get rid of me. Where's my me? That one. And this other bloke now skewing it, but at least I'm not in the way of the picture now, is a Branco Mystery Arrow. One with a kind of distinctive sloping top flash on it. Which I'm sure I remember seeing one somewhere, but I guess that could be 40 years ago now, so I don't know if anyone knows of any. But yeah, there we are. Penny Lanes and Branco machine. The next one up is Top for Streets Wheelerman. One of my old auction numbers on there, lot 92 by the looks of things, which Paul's got. Now the other, let me just go somewhere else for a minute. While I fiddle around the background. Tell you what, I'll run these photographs because I scanned some or photographed some other images and they haven't come up. If I just do this, let me just see if these pictures will run through while I fiddle with something else in the background. Is it going to work? Yeah, there I go. You can have a look at these. If I go here, no, that's not going to work, is it? Oh, that's annoying. How can I do that? Don't know if I can. Now, hold on a minute. Let's see if I can do something clever here. Add some images to here. Yes. So apologies if the screen goes funny for a second or two. Hopefully it won't. I'm trying to add in the images that are missing. Pause, manual. Add image files. Add a directory. Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to add that into there. Oh, that's all gone funny, isn't it? Okay. Right. Oh dear, that's gone funny. Didn't want to do that. Bear with me. What I want to see is if these other images have come up. Sorry, it's a right mess now, isn't it? Where are they gone? I don't know why they don't work. That's annoying. No, that's not going to work. Okay. Right, that's annoying. I have to try again on those on Tuesday night then. But I've got some images of Mayfield. Where's it gone again? Why aren't they showing? Something very funny going on here. Images are disappearing. Oh, this is annoying. Sorry, folks. Let me try and do like this. If I copy them from there, post them in here. Then will it work, I wonder? I think you love technology. The images are in the folder, but for some reason they don't want to show. Now paste them in, now there's only 2 images. What is going on here? Ooh. I don't understand that at all. Don't get that at all. Where's that other image gone now then? There it is. Right. This is really gripping entertainment, isn't it? It's all right. I'm trying to find these other images again. Now I think I might have got them now. Let's go back over here again. Let's go through a few. Right, so these are the attack. Yeah. I've got adverts for ping pong is what I'm trying to find. Missile, pentagon, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong. No, it's still not going to show. How annoying is that? Don't know. Give up on that then. Let's go back to here and put play on there. This is turned into the right hash, isn't it? Why won't it play? Now it's gone all together. Let's go back here for a minute. These ones going to work. These ones we showed you on Tuesday night, Friday night, sorry. Because I haven't had time today to colour up anymore, so I'll just show these for a minute. Yeah, I don't know why those other images won't show. Sorry about that, I'll have to rehash it for Tuesday night. But basically there was a Alca horoscope machine, card vending fortune teller, advert for ping pong, and a Mayfield winner smile machine. It's a big sort of wall multiplayer wall machine thing. 5-player, 25 slots, penny play. Well, can't quite make it what you have to do with it, but it's got a mirror on the back of it. Smiling face wins. Yeah. Don't know what that one does. And then Mayfield Diamond. So whether that's a later company, because that's from 1977. If it's a completely different company, or if Mayfield Diamond was, did Mayfield merge with Diamond? Don't know. But they were advertising a game called F1, a sort of a sit-in racing game. And a Dude Canyon multi-gun shooter, like a four player is in the picture. Big shooting gallery type machine. Distributed by London Coin. So that Mayfield is the same Mayfield, or if it's just a completely different company. Anybody knows? Be interesting to know. Yeah, so I'm sorry these other pictures don't show. That's very annoying. I don't know why. And if I fiddle with anything else, probably the whole lot will go wrong. Hey ho, the joys of doing things live. Yeah, I don't know. Give up with that. So there we are. Any observations on any of that lot? And what should we look for next? The few other machines I come across was an Alca Lucky Dice. Don't know what that is. Alca Pulsar that Paul just mentioned. That sounds interesting. I noticed a Whitaker's Jinx wall machine. I don't know what it is. A Mayfield Mayfair, which I think is another bandit type machine. And a Crompton Ball in Hole. What's a Crompton Ball in Hole? That wasn't one we had listed before. Anybody remembers a ball in hole, Crompton? Which is listed on a second-hand advert, so there's no photograph of it. Just a listing. Don't know. So yeah. Mayfield also made. See, Jumbo. I had a bit in Jumbo, and that's disappeared as well. So a machine called Golden Stairs, which I think is a pushery type thing. A machine called a Jumbo, which, as far as I can make out, is a like a machine where you fill the columns up with coins, usual type of thing, like a Challenger type of thing. The Pelham Puppets they made. Penny Lane's Pusher, Seashores, and the Winner's Smile. Peter says there's an Alca target UFO in America. Oh, we like the Alca target UFO, don't we? I've got a flyer for that, haven't I think. Let's go back over the old website here. Alca target UFO is this thing, which looks fun. Another one again, you sit on and it moves. That's obviously a bit of a theme they had going, sit on machines with joysticks. This thing rotated 360 degrees. So that's quite fun. We actually sold the top of one of those years ago. I didn't know what it was at the time. I also discovered when I was searching through some pictures, I sold the top of Nixon's machine, a top flash of a Indy 500, was it, I think? Again, didn't know what it was at the time. So yeah, other Alca machines: Attack, Battleground, Club Pentagon, Flying Circus, Horoscope, Lucky 10, Pusher, that isn't it? Missile, Ping Pong, Skygunner, Striker, the Magic Roundabouts they made. Which we've got one coming soon. If anybody wants to buy a Magic Roundabout, watch this space because there's one on its way. And table tennis. The Perspex dome over the top. Sold that one back in 2015, £160. Yeah. And then talking to Mayfield machines for sale. There is a Pelham Puppets on its way soon. And something else, some other big 60s thing, or rotary merchandiser, which is North Autos. It's been discovered a week or so ago. So one of these coming in. Paul says Golden Stairs with a knock 'em off the stairs type of machine. I've got a category for those. Sort of I know what you mean. Golden Stairs, knock 'em off. I'm going to have to make a new kind of category for them. Knock 'em off type. Evening, Greg. Late to the party, but hi. Evening. Golden Stairs, yeah. And something else I was going to tell you. I'll come to you in a minute. Can't remember. Brain dead as usual. Nope, it's gone. Let me go back to these pictures again. Let's give these another whirl. If I refresh this, excuse the red screen just for a moment. What I'm going to try is, if I delete this, bear with me, if I delete that altogether, I'm still there, right? That's something. You want to look at me, I'm sure. And if I now add it in again, let's just see if we can get these other images to come up one last time, because it's really annoying. Pause them. Manual mode, yeah. Add directory. Add that directory. Okay, right, I'm going to let these play and we'll see if they pop up while we're having a chit chat. If not, I'll have to do it again for Tuesday night. We'll let these run through. Don't know why they didn't come up. Evening, Darren. Oh, that's interesting. Why is that doing that? Because that needs to go there like that. There you go. Marvellous. And then I had a couple of emails in about small machines as well, but I didn't have time to. I only spotted them about 5 minutes before I came on live, so let's see what they got to say. It's about the Target UFO from Peter, some more information on that. Right, I'll look at that later on. What's this here about? Oh, this was about the Alca conversion kits for the ping pongs and some early Alca AWPs, a money nudger. And a money trail. All right, okay. A couple more machines. A couple of streets machines. Crown and Anchor and Bogeyman. Did these other images turn up? I'm not paying attention now because I'm trying to read something else. Where do we got to? Okay, the Pentagon, yeah, ping pong. So after these two ping pong machines, I'm hoping there's a ping pong advert going to come up. From Alca, from 1973, coin slot. Let's see if it will work. Fingers crossed, is it going to work? Yes, aha, there we go. Right, hang on a minute, let me pause that then. So, here we are. Acclaimed by the trade as the greatest new machine of the decade, ping pong. This machine's breaking all records on every type of location. Phone now and secure yours. So yeah, there's the ping pong. And the horoscope. Just zooming this a little bit. Oh no, that's not the right one. That's what I want to do. There you go. Zoom. So the horoscope. So I don't know, I assume it's an Alca machine. It doesn't say it's anybody else's. The two below, these two fruits, Alpine Club and Alpine Leader, they are Ace machines. So there's that one. Right, that one come up. Why is that going? I don't know what's going on tonight. It's all going horribly wrong. Marvellous. Excellent. Okay then. So let's see if I play this again, if these other images will turn up. There should be one of the Mayfield winner smile, which is a good looking thing. And these other Mayfield diamond machines. What I'm trying to find. Where's that email gone? That was from Julian Compton's advert from 1997. All right, with some pushes and things on. Okay. Some more information about the egg vending machine from Nixon's as well. Excellent, marvellous, all sorts of stuff coming in. Right, let's see if these other things are going to come up. Isn't it fun when nothing works properly? Excellent. So yeah, so those are conversions kits. The Alca Striker. Down says, any old arcade game PCBs coming away? Pac-Man, Space Invaders, etc. Not really. Haven't had any for a while of that sort of stuff. No, we've always really only concentrated on sort of mechanical machines, pre-71 basically, when I was doing the auctions proper, as it were. But of late, this later stuff has suddenly, the interest seems to have taken off. Hence now trying to find out what is out there, what was out there, and catalogue it all. Aha, here we go. Let's pause there. Winner smile, here we go. Now this looks rather nice. So, Winner Smile, this is 1965, I think, was it? Yeah, it's a 1965 advert in the World's Fair. Let me get the thing to blow it up a little bit. go. How's that? And it says it's new, completely new and attractive machine for 65, so I assume it's that year. Now it says it's got 5 player positions, yeah, and 25 slots, so obviously 5 and penny play, 5 slots per position. Looking at the picture, you might better see better when I upload it. My lovely new scanner packed in, so I'll take out a quick photograph of these. The moving bit in the scanner's gone, so I've got another one on its way to replace it. Hey ho. One of them days, really. But it looks to me like there's a mirror in the back of the machine reflecting a sloped play field. I think that's what you can see in the mirror. And it looks like somehow you drop your machines, I don't know what happens, but Smiling Face wins. And it seems like the play field, so are upside down, so the heads that you're trying to make are nearest to you, to the player, upside down sloped. So that's the back of the mirror there, and the play field here. And I'm guessing maybe you put your pennies in and it somehow made a picture, and that picture made it win. Don't know, no idea. Why else would the playfields be sloped and upside down to reflect in the mirror? Because if it was just a flashing lights machine, the flashing lights would be in front of you, wouldn't they? So I think the coins do something. I think the coins make a picture maybe, or roll into slots or something to make the smiling face. Don't know. Speculation from that's the only information we've got on it at the minute. Unless anybody knows any different. But it seems Mayfield made some quite interesting machines, which are now all non-existent basically. So there we are, Win a Smile, we like that. If anybody knows anything about that one. Right, we'll have to squeeze the screen up again, so bear with me a tick, because I've zoomed in. There we go, it's a bit better. And then this other one I was trying to find is hopefully pop up next. Or it might not. Ah, there we go. Greg says, is it the smile reflected back of the player when they win? I don't think it's a smile. No, it does look like in the picture. So I appreciate it's not the best image up on the YouTube, but hopefully once I get a better scan and upload to the website, you'll be able to see it better. It looks to me like somehow the coins made the picture, whether they rolled into slots or whatever, because it does look like the playfield has images of faces on upside down, reflected in the mirror in the back. So I'm guessing the coins completed the picture somehow. The machine somehow sensed the picture was complete and then paid out. Don't know. So this one, yeah, Mayfield Diamond. So I don't know if Mayfield Diamond is anything to do with Mayfield Electronics or not. The advert is from October 77, and at the top it says the famous Derby Racer new and updated version by Mayfield Diamond Electronics, now in production for winter or early 78 delivery. Place your orders now. 10 players minimum, up to 30 players maximum. That must have been quite a big machine. And then yeah, the Mayfield Diamonds, this F1, which is like a sit-down driver type thing. I'll zoom into that a little bit. I'll zoom it bigger and do that. There you go. How's that? Superb drive game, realistic visual and sound effects. Players really feel they are in a Formula racing car, already proven a winner in 1977. So no need to gamble. Order now for early delivery of this great British machine. Special off-season reduction is in force for orders placed with deposit now for delivery to suit you, but at a guaranteed price. So there we are. So that must have been some kind of rear projection type thing. You didn't really have TV screens that big in 1977. So I don't quite know how it worked. But and then there's this Mayfield Diamonds Dudes Canyon. The undisputed star of our recent preview, Great British Machine. Available for early delivery, export inquiries for Europe. Save money, pay now, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, again, it's difficult to see, but I think it's a mechanical target in the back rather than a like a projection type screen thing. So that's quite interesting. What's going on there? There we go. Where's the edge of my screen gone? It's all going horribly wrong. Try to get this fit back on the screen again. Sorry, folks. Ooh, now it's too small. Make it a bit bigger. There. How's that? Play again. Yeah, so there we are. So he's rolled through a minute. Greg says, I used to drive the F1. Definitely rear projection, but don't know anything other than it was a popular driving game at the time. Yeah, it looks like an impressive. I mean, you know, that kind of thing was common a few years ago, wasn't it, with video projection, big sitting driving games. But I guess for 77, that was probably quite a new kind of concept, you know, actually having the model car to sit in, as it were. Yeah. So I can make a note of that. There was definitely a rear projection. I thought it probably was. But so whether, yeah, as I say, I don't know if Mayfield, if Mayfield Diamond is anything to do with Mayfield Electronics. It sounds like it probably is. Because this is now Mayfield Diamond Electronics. So maybe a merger or something. Make a note on here. On my little notes to add to the website. Mayfield F1. I'll list Mayfield Diamond as a separate company for now until we know any different. Rear projection. So presumably the film was of a real racetrack as well, because it wouldn't have had obviously computer simulation then. So I'm guessing, was it a real racetrack or was it like cartoony? Doesn't say on here. But to say you really feel you're in a Formula racing car, so I'm guessing it was a actual film of a racetrack. Interesting. Peter says, yeah, exactly, yeah. Can you imagine these machines arriving and Brian's trying to sell in 11s at the trade fairs? No hope. It's interesting. One of the coin slots of this sort of era, the 70s, it got, you know, Brian's machines, £3 each in them. I was just desperately just trying to get rid of them as they're putting all this new electrical stuff in. And yeah, I mean, quite a difference. You know, now it's novel again, isn't it? Of course, but in this era, late 60s, early 70s, all the flashing lights stuff coming out and electromechanical really getting going. That's kind of just pre-video, and then of course the video, when the video hit as well, it totally changed everything. But some of this kind of rear projection stuff, and these just big machines that you didn't really get before so much, which are a lot more immersive games to play. Yeah, really must have made quite a stir. Greg said it was cartoony. That's interesting. Put cartoony? Question mark. Yeah. So yeah, so there we are. So that's more interesting stuff. A few more gaps filled in the database. So where should we go next, I wonder? Pick a company, really, isn't it? And see what we can find. A couple of people said do some earlier stuff, fill some gaps in on some of the earlier machines, which is fair enough because we've done a lot of this later stuff recently. We could try and fill in the gaps on things like Ollie Wales and Wonders, maybe, because there's some machines I haven't got pictures of. Let me just have a look in the background while this is flicking through. Yeah, there's quite a few there actually. So that might be an idea. Let's just have a look. So yeah, see over here on the Ollie Wales page, there is quite a few machines there that I haven't got photographs of, which I probably ought to have, but I haven't. So if you've got any of those machines, if you own any, or we've got pictures of them, you could send those over. And probably Wonders as well might be a good bet. Let's have a look, Wondermatics. Again, there's some machines here that I ought to have photographs of and haven't. Bone Scope, I sold one of those for John Carter. I can't find a picture of it. Boomerang, Bucket and Ball. Yeah, there's quite a lot of Wonders we haven't got. I don't know why not. But I just haven't. Generally, of course, if we haven't actually sold one through the auctions over the years, then I've often not got a photo of it to hand. Who else on the all-win front? Perhaps we should do all-wins. I think we just about filled the Bryans in, haven't we? Let me have a look. Bryans. We've got just about. There's still a couple of Bryans we're missing. Magic Spirals, an Odd Clod, a Pendulum, and a Prize Finder. Yeah. BMCO is very bare, which is embarrassing because I own a lot of them. I just can't get to my machines to take pictures of them at the minute. But look, loads on there we need. I think we'll do all wins. That'll be next week's target, I think. That's let's go back to these vintage images. Let's have a roll through those if anybody didn't see them the other night. Peter says Roger Gilman machines. Yeah, made some interesting bits, didn't he? Paul says, I think Mayfield made a sit-in racing game called Indianapolis in the 60s. That was rear projection. Ah, now Indianapolis. Did Nixon's make that? Nixon's might have made that. No, they made a stand-up one called Indy 500. It sounds familiar. I think I've listed it already, haven't I? Mayfield, Indianapolis. I might have got it listed as a not unknown maker. Let me just check. What have I been under? Skill games, driving games. No. Indy 500. by Nixon. That's a stand-up one, but a rear projection type thing. I've seen it listed somewhere, or was it a mention of it? Indianapolis. So it may well be a Mayfield. I might put it down to them for now, but we can always change it later and find out different. Yeah, so I think, why aren't these images playing? What's going on? Play. Are they going now? Yes, I didn't have time to do any more vintagey ones this week, but I will do. I've been busy weekend for Tuesday night. Yeah, so all wins. There's quite a few all win images I'm missing, so we could have a purge on those. And equally, of course, if you've got any that we haven't got listed, which you probably have, if you've got some more unusual all wins in your collections, let me know. That'd be good. Let's see. Put on here, looking for all win picks. Here we haven't got in the database. There's a few other rounds. Let's put the news at AnyfieldHouseAuctions.com. Have I spelt that right? Yeah, I think I have. There you go. I'll pop that in there. What about the craft machine? Craft all wins. They made a few interesting all wins, didn't they? Yeah, I've got some of them. Yeah, so I think that'll be next the coming week's target. All wins, please. Interesting all wins. There's a few we haven't got. Yeah, so there we are. So that's that. So as I say, tonight there's loads. It's just all spares finishing. So don't forget, in case you need anything, to have a check through. Get your offers in by midnight, as per usual. There's more to list this coming week. Big stuff. Let's say there's a rotor machine, 60s thing. There's a very nice 20s multi-column cigarette machine, all cast. Should look rather fabulous, all polished up. There's a Punch and Judy vending machine thing. Nice wooden cabinet. One I recabineted donkeys years ago. We used to operate, which has come back round again. What else is here? Can't remember. There's some restoration projects coming in, which I had a text about a little while ago. Some machines. Let me just find the message and I'll tell you what they are. He says, if I can find the message, what have I done with it? Here we are. So a Cascade. I'm not sure what's wrong with that. Anyway, a Cascade. Sega Mad Money. I'm not sure if it's got a mech in it from the look of the picture. It might just be the angle the picture's taken. But anyway, a Sega Mad Money. At the very least, a cabinet, which looks all right. An Aristocrat Riviera type thing. Aristocrat Riviera. Thingamajiggle. Bandit. And a Brian's Bullion. So hopefully they'll come in this week sometime. And say them over 3 or 4 big bits I mentioned a little while ago. So I'll get all those up this coming week. So there's some projects there if you're looking for a project, which are getting harder and harder to find, as we all know. Loads more spares to do, as I say. Now rearrange the spares page so they just don't get lost because there's so many of them. And then also this coming week I'm around most of the week, I think, here if you want to come and look, come and view anything, pick up, drop off, etc. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing some parceling up and sending stuff out. I thought I was going to do it today or yesterday, but then I thought, there's lots of spares finishing this weekend, so it makes sense just to do it all in one. Obviously I don't want to send a parcel out with 3 bits in and you end up buying another bit tonight, because that's just making 2 parcels instead of 1. So that's not a good idea, is it? And what else? Is there anything else to tell you? I don't think there is. I've probably forgotten. Can't think of anything. So there we are. Any observations, comments from anybody? Any questions? Everybody know what they're doing, hopefully. Hopefully you know better what you're doing than I do at the minute. It's been a bit of a muddle tonight with the thing not working properly, but never mind. We got there in the end. So yes, I'll do some more vintage picks. Let's have another spin through these. This lot, shall we? There you go. Yeah, there we are. Marvellous. So next video will be Tuesday night with the results of tonight's sales. And round up a few other odd bits. I say there's a few emails came in just before we went live tonight with a couple more Alca machines and bits and bobs on. So I'll get all this uploaded to the website in due course. And you know, as usual, try and tweak the images as best I can. With a bit of photoshopping and you know, which takes a little while, but I usually do them in the morning. I'll sit down with a cup of tea and do a few images each morning and upload them. All these little snippets of information, just keep adding it all in, basically. Peter's off, nighty night. Catch you soon, no doubt. And yeah, just keep on keeping on, really. A couple of interesting links have been sent, more information about these Alca machines, so I'll see what can be gleaned from those and add it on the website. And yeah, keep plodding along. All good stuff, as they say. All right, let me just do that to there. I'm just going to pull up the that's it. There we are. Oops. Bump. Right. So I think that's probably it from me. I'm sure you're all bored of me by now. As per usual, anything interesting you've got, send it in. Any corrections, any extra info and whatnot, please do let us all know, because we slowly build all this information up. Ping me an email or just click the button on the bottom of the relevant page on the website. And yeah, we'll keep on. So I'm just looking in the background here. That was the other thing I was going to say. Let me pop over here again, back over to the website. Some of these American machines that didn't go a couple of weeks ago, we had a bit of a quiet week just after Christmas, have been relisted. They will finish not this weekend but next weekend. So if you fancy any of those, there's videos of them all to look at. Nice stuff. So yeah, check those out. They're all here if you want to come and view them. That was the other thing I meant to tell you earlier on. Right, I think that's it for me then. I, as usual, will be loitering around till after midnight for any problems, any last minute problems. If you're get stuck with anything you're trying to buy, let me know, ping us a message. And we'll catch you all on Tuesday night. So there we are. Thank you very much. hopefully somewhere in all that muddle there was some interesting bits of information, and we'll try and make it a bit better next time. Right, lighty night.